going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Another winning day. I mean, it just continues. I had to use a little notepad here just to give you guys like a quick little recap, 15 seconds, 10 seconds. 9 winning days out of our last 12. Okay, a 1-0 day, a 1-0 day, 4-1, 4-0, 0-1, 1-0, 4-5, 1-2, 1-0, 3-1, 3-1, 2-1. So it continues. We are now, look at the screen, 24-8 in my last 32 college basketball wagers. That and the days, the last 12 days, I was going to say 30. Holy cow, that was scary. 75%. Yes, 75% out of a 32 pick sample size. I'm not just some random person that's like 4-0 over the last day. 24-8. You guys see the numbers, unbeatable. Look, are there losing days mixed in? Are we going to have a 2-3, a 2-2, a 4-4? Are there going to be some days where we just kind of tread water and don't really gain any ground, or maybe lose a unit or two? Yeah, it's sports betting. But do you guys want to get on board with someone who's been in the industry for 11 years, been up, been down, knows unit management, been through it all? I am a maestro. Why do you guys think I upload my videos at 6 a.m.? Because I'm up all night looking at data, stats, trends, injury reports, history. I've been a part of sports, and college basketball and NFL are the premium ones that I do. But I've been a part of this industry for so long, it'll make your head spin. My passion for this type of thing is so strong. This is how I pay my bills. I don't need this YouTube channel. You guys don't have to follow. You don't have to do anything. I'll be just fine. I put my bet slips on the screen. You guys see it time and time again. I've made well over $1,000 just in the last couple of days. It's been another awesome week. Highly recommend you guys jump on board. I hope some of the returning viewers here on YouTube. I mean, what are you guys thinking? You keep watching my videos, and every time a new video comes out, it's, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Another winning day. And you're probably going, dang it. Shoot, man, I should have just signed up. He doesn't even ask a lot of money. If you're betting even like $15 or $20 per bet, which is extremely small, typically for people that pay attention to people that sell picks and things like that, you're still going to make a couple $100 off me every single month, even at like a $10 unit size. So I can't recommend it enough. Become a member. There's only so much college basketball left. NBA, we're finally at the All-Star break. Now we get competitive NBA. Defense gets back involved. It becomes more predictable. Playoffs, there is big money to be made over the next 2 or 3 months. A little bit longer than that. It's going to be absolutely historic, the run we go on. Become a member. And there is a video pinned right on my YouTube homepage. It's just a quick little couple-minute video that goes over any little detail that you guys need to know or anything you have a question on. Go watch that video. It goes over everything you need to know about my YouTube membership, what it costs, what you're going to get in return. You guys see the comments from members. Anyone who's joined here recently is thrilled. Anyone who's been on a member for a while now and stuck through a couple of losing days here and there, now they're starting to see fruits of their labor, sticking with it and knowing that sports betting is a long-term program. Let's get to it, guys. 2-1 day. We cashed with North Texas over Memphis. I told you guys last night in the video, I said, man, if that Northwestern spread gets up to 4.5, I got to take Northwestern. Well, guess what? Rutgers won by 3. So what was a pick tonight for members? Rutgers on the money line, because I knew that spread was fishy, and we paired it with Vermont. So that hit. And also, if you listened to the video last night, it got up to 4.5 this afternoon. If you did what I said and grabbed Northwestern at 4.5, even people that aren't members would have cashed on that one. So hopefully you guys took my advice on that one. We did lose on Colorado. Colorado is a bubble team in the tournament. They're currently listed in the next 4 teams out. It was a critical game. They had to win. UCLA team, a young team, that was one Colorado had to win. I'm totally okay with losing a half unit sized wager on Colorado. It was the right thing to do. That was a must win, and they came up short, and I'm definitely surprised that their second half effort wasn't the effort for the entire game. I do think they would have won the game outright if that was the case. But Colorado money line does come up short. That was our only losing bet today. 2-1, gained a unit. Thursdays and Fridays are light in volume. I say it time and time again. Saturdays and Tuesdays, cream of the crop. Monday, Wednesday, right behind those two. And then Sunday, Thursdays, and Fridays, if you can gain like a unit on those days, if you can gain like half a unit on those days, anything positive and just move on and wait for those better slates to come along, you're doing awesome. So I encourage you guys to be extra smart. I know it's tempting because it's the end of the week. Maybe you guys get paid on Friday. The work week is over. Maybe for some of you guys who have to show up to a 9 to 5. And it's Friday night. You just want to have some action. You want to bet on something. That's fine. Just be smart and maybe scale the amount you're wagering way down, because that Saturday is a much better opportunity. You're always better off waiting for opportunities to come to you. Don't force it in this industry. I can't stress that enough. Let's go ahead and get into this Friday slate. Hopefully there's something we can dig up here. By the way, there is a couple games still going on right now. I'm currently seeing USC up 5 points over Utah. Interesting. There's 5 minutes left. Tempted to bet it. Utah right now is plus 5.5 live. If you're just for an example, I would recommend taking a small bet on Utah plus 5.5 live. That's interesting. USC coming out swinging. What do we got here? 7 o'clock game on Friday. VCU at St. Louis. The spread is 4.5. Boy, a lot of money on VCU here. And St. Louis is so bad, but it's an away game. I can't trust the Rams in this spot. I just can't do it. Won't do it. Can't do it. No, thank you. Brown at Princeton. Princeton's the king of the Ivy League, but 12.5. I think because of that, it's just overpriced. 12.5. I mean, even Brown getting 12.5 at Princeton. You'd think they might be able to hang in there and cover that number. I'm not betting that. No way. North Florida, Kennesaw State. No opinion. Yale at Penn. Yale get the job done. Do they cover 6.5? Not sure. Villanova, Georgetown. This is a very interesting game. Now, Villanova, critical. Like this is beyond a must-win game. Villanova, you cannot lose to Georgetown, but does that pressure kind of come into this game? Now, Villanova is going to get the job done. They're going to win this game, but a 9.5 point favorite. Georgetown, God, it's just a sorry program right now, but they are coached well. Do they get up for this game at home and keep it within like 6 or 7 points? I could see it. Does the pressure that Villanova's under to try to make our last end of season run here to make the tournament, is that enough pressure to where they're kind of tight and they're not shooting as well? Ultimately, their efforts will get the job done. They'll get a W in the win column, but covering 9.5 on the road in the Big East is not something I'm interested in. I'd take the 9.5 with Georgetown, as crazy as that sounds. Jacksonville, Queens University. Who the fuck is that? Queens University. Give me Jacksonville. They're catching 1.5. Play them on the money line, minus 106. The sharps are on them too. Right now, 55% of bets on the home team, but 58% of the money coming in on the road team. Another thing that you guys should pay attention to, Jacksonville, like I just said, is currently a 1.5 point underdog. Let the market develop. No rush. They're an underdog. You could still get good price on them. If tomorrow a majority of bets are still on Queens University, but maybe Jacksonville flips from a 1.5 point underdog to a favorite, that'll be a confirmation that that's the right side to be on. Ohio, Toledo, 5.5 is just a death number. It really is. It's just one of those weird numbers. Toledo's probably going to find a way to get the job done here. Maybe some free throws at the end gets them over that 5.5. Maybe a 3-pointer at the buzzer from Ohio gets it back under the 5.5. Very, very weird margin to play around with. Maybe you guys could consider Toledo on the money line at home and find something else to pair it with. It's currently minus 220. So if you do really like Toledo to win the game here at home, that's definitely a good leg for a parlay. You probably only need one other good spot to get to almost plus money odds on that one. New Mexico, San Diego State. So here's a great game. Now, this was 5.5. I actually already put out a play involving this game. I'm not going to say if it's the total or the spread or whatever, but San Diego State, they were favored 5.5. 59% of bets on New Mexico. 56% of bets in terms of the total cash made up wagered on New Mexico. The spread went from 5.5 to 6.5. So people like New Mexico here. New Mexico is a great team. They have talent. We saw San Diego State needing a miraculous second half to get the job done in their last game. They did. They played great in the second half. San Diego State's great at home. I'm pretty sure they're undefeated at home this year. That's not against the spread. That's just straight up. I think the odds makers are telling you, I think San Diego State probably found something in that last game. I hate to jump on board a line that's moving. I mean, you're already missing value. If you jumped on the 5.5, now it's 6.5, you'd be feeling pretty good about your ticket. I'm still going to have a slight lean here to San Diego State. When you start getting a 6.5, 7.5, though, against a good team like New Mexico, you're starting to play with fire. So just be aware of that. But I do like San Diego State. They probably should cover here. Again, maybe a couple missed shots at the end. Do they make their free throws? Do they get some extra free throws? Does New Mexico State come down the court one last time and chuck up a 3 to make the margin go from 9 back to 6 and cover by half a point? That's called gambling on college basketball. It's critical to get in on these games early, get the best value, get it before the line moves. It really does make a difference. I've had some plays out recently. We had Wisconsin this week minus 7.5. They won by 8. If you were late to the party at 8.5, you would have lost your money. Another night, there was another one. I can't think of it right now, but I'm getting these plays out generally pretty early. Sometimes I have some late add-ons that come in the evening or the afternoon, 4 or 5 p.m. type things. But when you become a member here, you'll get plays 24 hours in advance. As soon as the lines come out, sometimes I see stuff, I jump on it, I post in the community tab, and we're cashing those at a pretty high rate. Something to consider. But that's it, guys. There's just not many games tomorrow. That's just been evident of recent Friday nights here. Yeah, it's just a handful of games. I guess Villanova, Georgetown is probably the standout game. Maybe New Mexico, San Diego State. I'm sure those will be the two that people have the most interest in. But guys, stop screwing around at this point. 24-8. I went on sportscappers.com. It's a leaderboard of the best people in the industry across the whole entire world. Any professional that does provide bets on a more serious level. Nobody is 75%, not over 12 days. So I guess if you're looking for the best person in the world currently, I'm your guy. So become a member, stop messing around, start cashing, start being happy like all these other members, man. People are thrilled right now. I love to see it. Love the community growing here. The views are starting to go up. We're gaining subs here on the channel. And the more support I get, the more I'll be able to do more free things here on the channel, right? With respect to the members, I do have to keep most of the content, provided for them only. But the more people we get here, the more support, the more we become a collective community and start cashing tickets together. I will try my very, very best to do more for even just the free viewers, because for those of you who just swing by the channel, click my videos and hit that like button, I appreciate that as well. And I'm going to try to make sure watching these videos is worth your time. So take it for what it is. And man, Saturday has just some tremendous games. I already have 5 lined up. Those will be posted tomorrow night. So with that being said, I'll catch you guys in the next video.